What's the worst haircut you've ever done?
It was in hair school, of course. This girl asked. It was when Twilight was really popular.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I think the character, her name might have been Alice. It was one of the sisters, but she had like hair that kind of flipped out a little bit, but it was like really layered.
Kind of like that Reba McEntire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she said that she wanted it to kind of look like that. But I remember she told me she wanted steps in her hair.
I mean, she wasn't wrong, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, girl, let's do it. So I just start cutting chunks and like giving her steps,
Right, like no method to the madness.
No method,
Yeah.
like no blend.
No technique.
Yeah, there's no blend whatsoever. Because steps, hello. And the worst part was when her mom like came running over and was like, absolutely not.
She like actually stopped the haircut?
Yes. And a teacher had to come over. Everyone was looking at me. Teacher had to come over, like, took the scissors from me.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, for real though, how did it look? Like if it was styled up and like flat iron flips, like would it have worked?
I can't remember. And I feel like, but I do remember not being that freaked out when I was doing it.
Right, just
So.
Well, I think that there's like this, like kind of crazy confidence you have in school because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, see, you're not scared to do things because you don't know what's going to happen yet if you don't section and cut.
Yeah, and these people are also paying $2.
Two?
I don't know.
Because even
$5? I don't know.
at our school, everything was $7.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. A pedicure, $7. Haircut, $7. Color, $7.
I remember in hair school, I celebrated my 19th birthday, and I had a client that day, and of course, her appointment took me all day long. It was highlights, and at the end of the appointment, she gave me $20, and it was like the best day of my life.
Right, top of the world.
I was like, $20? Are you kidding me? I'm like, this is like.
It's huge.
Yeah. So, and then my first tip at a hair school when I was assisting was $10.
Out of school?
Out of school, yeah. My first real job. I remember that first tip.
Yeah.
The receptionist came over and she was like, "This is for you," and I was like,
"You're like, for me?"
Yeah. I think I texted my mom about it. Like, that's how excited I was.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
I didn't even know gratuity was like part of our industry. Because like I grew up going to the barbershop, and when I was growing up, Jerry's barbershop, $3. Mm-hmm. And my dad would send me there with $3. Like you just dropped me off. Like
$3?
$3, yeah.
How long did it take them?
Probably 3 minutes. I mean, probably 20 minutes. It was just like an old man barbershop, people smoking in there.
$3?
TV blaring in the corner.
I mean, that's still what, the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Late 80s? So
it's also like rural Wisconsin, like.
But $3 is crazy.
It's crazy. I remember he went to 4, and it was like people. It was like talk of the town.
You think so? You think he was charging everyone $4?
Yeah. Yeah. No, he had like a board that showed how much services were. So we went up to 4, and then it was extra. Like if you want a shampoo, it's like 50 cents or $1. He also did like shaves. Those were probably also the same amount of money.
What about a taper?
So, I don't think there was no such thing. There was no such. Jerry was not rocking
Those
tapers.
were $6.
Yeah. The big thing that he had on the board was that it said no mohawks. Like he would refuse to do mohawks. He had this horrible attitude about him. So me being like a jackass middle schooler, I was always like, "Hey Jerry, how about a mohawk?" And he'd be like, "You can't get one. Look at the sign."
Jerry must have had a really bad experience with a mohawk.
For real.
Like it had to have scarred that man.
Either that or like he was definitely like one of those like he was like an old conservative
like a
dude.
Man.
And I think that mohawks just like represented everything that he hated in the world. Like punk rock and anarchy, like how dare you? Like it wasn't distinguished to have a mohawk and he would have no part of it.
But in the end he really wanted one.
Exactly. Yeah, he probably wanted one his whole life.
Dad would take me either to his aunt. She had like an in-home barbershop or an in-home hair salon. And her name was Aunt Betty Sue. No, Aunt Betty Lou.
That's like the perfect name for like the country home
Yeah.
hair salon.
Yeah. And it was either her, or if she didn't have time, he would take me to Smart Styles in Walmart.
Okay.
Shout out.
And was it hair by Betty Lou?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Don't remember. But I have to say, the one time I remember going to Smart Styles, the girl did a good job. My hair was straight up like blistered from the wet to straight.
Oh, from you doing it.
Oh yeah.
You just
Like I'm talking about ends were like just
angry.
it was bad. Like it was.
And you probably wanted her to cut like a millimeter off.
Yeah, and it was to the point where I couldn't straighten my hair anymore because it was just, it was like someone took fire to it, and it's like someone took fire to it for like 2 seconds. So it got a little bit of like.
Right, a little something.
Like first degree burn.
It would just like hiss when
Yes.
you go over it.
Yeah. And finally, Dad took me to Smart Styles, and she layered me up. I'm telling you, my hair, it was layered up, but that damage was gone.
You needed it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's where you shout.
Like, I don't remember, I feel like if it would have looked really bad, I would have remembered. So I'm guessing it looked fine, but I remember, like, it felt so much better.
I can imagine.
So I don't know who that was, but if you're out there somewhere, thanks. Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you. Look at the camera for that one.
Thanks. All right, first caller.
Hello, I've been dealing with some salon drama, and I want to know what's the worst salon drama that you have experienced, and how did you handle it?
I mean,
Do you have salon drama?
luckily here we had not had any drama. Knock on wood.
I mean, you were at Wink for 16 years, right?
Yeah,
So
13.
you've had to have had something.
For sure. I mean, I feel like every salon has its drama. I feel like actually like some of the most dramatic stuff that I've ever experienced are like at salons I worked at prior to that.
Yeah.
But salon drama is never fun. Well, sometimes it actually is. But I used to work at a salon in South Carolina, in Columbia, that was owned by a family.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the mom and dad were hairstylists, and they had a son and a daughter. They were both hairstylists, and I went to school with the son, went to hair school with them. So we met there and like bonded, and it wasn't actually until years later he came into the mall, and I was working at Regis, and he was kind of like, dude, what are you doing working here? Like, we have a nice salon. You should come work there. So it was like the first nice salon job I ever had, and the space was like so beautiful. I felt like I was so out of my league. Felt like I was for the first time like charging more than like $30 for a haircut, and that place was so filled with drama. Mostly their family drama. They were at each other's throats all the time, bitching about so and so and so and so, and just it was just chaos all the time. Like at one point, I thought that Josh and Chelsea were gonna like physically get into a fight. They were like in each other's faces in the break room, and the break room was like a closet there, and they were screaming so loud at each other that like clients could hear it. And then normally like a boss would come back and be like, stop it, take care of it, but it was family, so they come back and get even more dramatic.
Yeah.
They're like, shut your asses up. And it was super uncomfortable.
I have not. Well, first off, I want to say that there is nothing worse than having to wake up and go somewhere where you know there's going to be tension and awkwardness.
For sure.
So how I deal with it is just absolutely nip it in the bud. Nip it in the butt. Wait.
Nip it in the bud is right.
Bud or butt?
Bud.
Bud. Okay, so I had it right.
Yeah, it goes back to gardening, I think.
Okay.
If you want the plant to keep growing, you have to nip the flower buds off.
Okay. Oh,
And
I didn't know
that keeps it under control. Yeah, nip
Yeah.
it in the bud.
Yeah, you got to take it head on and get rid of the drama.
For sure.
approach it. Hey, send them a text. You can go outside the salon. Hey, you want to meet up? Let's talk it through, or don't talk it through, and just be like, "This is done. No more."
Right. Yeah. Either deal with it or let it go.
Yeah. I've never really had salon drama that lasted to where I was like stressed out about it. You know, just like little, whatever. But this one time, the first salon I worked at, this is a really long story. I'm going to try to make it short as possible.
No, let her rip.
So I became very close friends with this one girl, and she was married, and her husband introduced me to his best friend. And we began dating, and then my friend started cheating on her husband with their next door neighbor. Yeah.
So, and you get this info from your coworker.
Yeah.
But you're dating her husband's friend.
Yes.
That is juicy.
I know. I am like, did not tell the friend, the guy I was dating, did not, of course not. I mean, that's my homegirl. Like, I'm not, you know. So, eventually, her husband finds out, and shit hits the fan. In fact, her and her little sister I let live with me for a hot minute.
Oh, you were in this.
Yes,
you were
yes.
deep in it.
Yes, but I was still like, you know, dating the guy.
I was going to say, did the guy stay dating? You guys stayed dating even when she moved in?
Yes, yes.
What was the friendship how was his friendship with the husband? Like, because you'd think like the husband that was his friend would be like, you can't keep dating her.
Yeah, I don't think that was a concern. I feel like he was distraught, and like me dating him was not on his radar.
Okay. Just didn't know if he'd be mad at his friend for dating the girl that was housing his hussy.
I mean, that does sound kind of bad, but I don't think he gave that a thought.
Okay.
But she expected me to break up with him, which I didn't.
She wanted to see how true your alliances were.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, you know, like I like the dude. And, you know, I don't want to break up with him. But, you know, I'm still going to, you know, have our friendship. You can still trust me. Like, I'm not going to, you know. So she didn't like that. And it started this whole big thing in the salon. At one point, we got into a screaming argument in front of clients in the salon.
That's trashy.
Oh, yeah, I know. And like, but the thing is like, I don't think I did anything wrong.
I mean, I think it's.
And wait, I'm leaving out that she's like a decade older than me. So I'm like 19. I'm like 20 at the time. She's in her early 30s.
Right. So she should be the mature one.
Yeah. So we got into a screaming match. Things were not resolved after that. I quit shortly after, and me and the guy ended up getting married.
It's me.
No, it's not. Okay.
Sorry.
But how I dealt with that, I didn't. I quit.
Whatever ended up happening to them, I'm guessing they split up and got divorced?
Yeah, they split up. She married the guy she was cheating with.
Because that's always a good idea.
Yeah.
It really works out well.
And the other dude, her ex-husband, he was in our wedding. Like, I cut his hair for a little while at another salon. I guess because she wasn't cutting it anymore.
Yeah. No, so like that's real salon drama right there.
Oh, yeah.
And you were front and center.
How would you want a lifetime client to break up with you?
How would I want a lifetime client to break up with me?
Yeah.
I feel like we always get asked the opposite question, like how do we break up with
I know.
friends? So, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's kind of two things that jump out. One is like, just go away, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a piece of that, but I don't know if it's like a lifetime client, we had a real relationship and we like, you know, saw each other on a regular basis and all that stuff. I guess I would just want them to say, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm going to not come to you to get
Yeah.
my hair done anymore, and just be honest with me.
Yeah.
Because especially if it was like, if there was some real reason, like that I could learn and grow from, I would want them to tell me that, so I'd have the
Yeah.
opportunity to learn. You know, if it's just like, oh, you raised your prices and I'm not going to come to you anymore, then just say that. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Well, I have been broken up with twice since we moved into the salon.
Yeah, what's up
Yeah.
with that? By lifetimers? By long-termers?
I mean, at least 5 years I've been
Okay.
seeing them,
Yeah.
so
That's real.
yeah. The first one, she came to the salon with flowers to break up with me.
Romantic.
Yeah.
Chivalry.
She's the one who brought us that pussy willow.
Mm-hmm. The weeping pussy willow
Yeah.
tree.
Was it the pussy willow that she brought me?
I think, yeah, because I think I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, my little old lady,
Mm-hmm.
super cute.
Yeah, I
loved
loved her.
I loved her
Yeah,
too.
she was cool.
And I like, bless her. I understand she's in her 80s. She lives on Hendersonville Road. She doesn't want to travel that far.
So when we moved here
Yeah,
into this
it was
space,
just a
the
little bit of a
commute-
stretch.
The commute was
And
too much
she
of a
came
bummer.
here, and that's what she told me. She was like, I'm just too old to be. She was like, I just have my limits.
It was her first appointment here.
No, she came. She didn't even have an appointment.
She never had an appointment
She
here.
did. She had an appointment here once, and she came, and then she just showed up randomly one day.
Okay, and was like, can't
Here's
do it.
your flowers. It's over.
I mean, that's super sweet.
It's very sweet.
And that matches her vibe. Her energy
Yeah.
was like that. She was always super nice.
Yeah. And then I had another client, exact same situation, and she left me a voicemail, and that was it. I didn't even listen to it. I just read the text.
Right, the little voice to
Yeah,
text.
yeah. And I was just like, I texted her back, and I was like, totally understand. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that clients oftentimes think that we're more territorial than we are.
Yes.
And I know like a lot of hairstylists are, maybe the common conception though that we always are is inaccurate. I think for the most part clients think that
Yeah.
we're territorial and just not.
Yeah. I think, to answer her question, I think, honestly, I think it depends on how old your stylist is. Because, like, for me, hey, send me a text. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just, I want to know you're alive and you didn't die. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to see your obituary. I don't want to have to search for it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we will.
Well, you would.
I have.
Yeah. I was like, I wouldn't do that.
So just send me a text and just be like, you know, but I feel like the older generation, they're like, I deserve that phone call, or I deserve that in-person breakup.
Well, yeah, because I
Or
mean,
just be honest with me.
yeah, it's even like that, like in dating with like high schoolers. Like I remember
Yeah.
a couple years ago, I was like, can you believe that kids are breaking up via text? They're not doing it face to face anymore. But that's just the way that we communicate now.
Yeah.
So it's completely fine. But yeah, I guess I would like for people to just let me know. And if they want to tell me why, that's cool. And if they don't, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But I feel like most time people just disappear. They just don't rebook.
Yeah.
And then, like, there have been times where I'm like, oh, I wonder where so-and-so is. And then I'll assume that they probably stopped coming to me for some reason, which makes me not want to reach out because it could be awkward.
Yeah. Oh, I would never reach out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes, like, especially with, like, some of my older clients and stuff,
True,
like, you gotta make sure they're
But that's
okay.
when I'm searching for the obituary
Right,
before
true.
reaching out.
I did have, like, a very awkward mutual breakup with a client.
Is that the one that tried to kiss you?
No, that was not a mutual breakup.
That's a story
Yeah.
for another time.
I broke up with her. That's a story for another time.
Yeah.
No, there was a client that I just like every time I would do her hair, like I would get anxiety seeing her on my books.
Mm-hmm.
She'd come in, she kind of had this quirky energy, and she would just like want to talk about the most specific little things. And then after the haircut, she was never happy.
Yeah.
And then she'd always call within a week to do an edit, come back, get her hair done for free, and then 2 months go by, and there she is on my books again. And it was just like, she never liked her hair. I hated doing her hair. And it was just so awkward. So there was an appointment that she came in, and I was just, I'm going to redact her name out of respect. But it was just like, during the consultation, I was like, I feel like I shouldn't be doing your hair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I feel like you don't even like the way that I do your hair. And she's like, well, I kind of don't, but I don't know what else to do. And I'm like, go to somebody else. And she's like, yeah, like, I should just go find another hairstylist. I'm like, yeah, like, we are not vibing here.
There's a million out there.
Yeah, like, yeah, a lot of fish in the sea. And she was like, okay. Well, she's like, well, I need my hair done. And I was like, well, let's do it today. But, like, after this, like, don't book another one. Let's just, and I swear we had, like, the best cut and color we've ever had. And I think it was because, like, whatever tension was there, she still, I don't think, liked her hair. But, like, we kind of had fun together.
Yeah.
But it was still kind of, like, awkward at the end. It was like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
See you. And then, like, 2 months later, maybe longer, maybe it was like 4 or 5 months later, I went to a restaurant, and the host up front took us to our table, and I was sitting right next to her, like this close to her at the next table. And we made eye contact, and I was like, hey, and she was like, oh, hi. And I was like, your hair looks amazing. She's like, thanks. I'm really happy with it. And I was like, phew.
Did you say I just got it done by someone else?
No, but she clearly had.
Oh, okay.
Like, she had her hair done.
Okay.
And it was like, it did. It looked good. So that was a weird one, though.
Yes, I'm calling. I have a question. I'm an older woman, and I have really long hair. And I've had a lot of kind of commentary from others, well, mainly my family. They tell me that they feel like long hair isn't for older women. And I'm really confused by this because my hair is kind of a crutch for me. I love my hair. And it does have a very thick, coarse texture now that I'm older. But I still love it. But they say that shorter hair looks better on older women. And I just want to see, I just would love for you to give me your professional advice on this. What do you think?
That's a great question. I feel like it's a question we get a lot behind the chair. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, have we not learned anything by old family photos?
The Golden Girls.
That Golden Girls meme, yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to put that meme on the screen.
That one is crazy.
I think unless you want a pixie cut for fun, if your hair is healthy and it looks beautiful, keep it long. You can be 105 years old. It can be as long as you want. But if it's, looking rough and stringy, then I'm going to suggest maybe you should cut it. And I'm going to say it once. But if you don't want to, there's so many women that are attached to their hair, and men that are attached to their hair. So it's like a mental thing too. And I don't think people understand that.
Which just sounds like with that call too, that like she even understands that. She said it was a crutch. She also said that it was thick and coarse, which is like if you have thick and coarse hair and you cut it off, like it's going to be more work.
It is.
I've always said, like, to me, it's not an age, it's a look. There's a time that somebody should cut their hair. Like, I have 70-year-old clients with long hair. It's beautiful. And I feel like I have clients that are 40, and it's like, we should cut your hair off. A lot of it has to do with, like, your routine as well.
Yeah.
If it's easy, if people are really active and you need to be able to put your hair back in a ponytail, or, like, living in the mountains, people want to go for a hike. Like, they don't always want to have short hair that they have to fuss with, or that they have to get cut every 6 or 8 weeks. So, I don't feel like there is an age where you should cut it. And I think that things have changed, especially since COVID, and since, like, women have gone gray too. Like, the long gray hair can look so incredible.
Yeah.
So
I'm all for it. Keep it long. Learn how to give yourself a beautiful blowout.
Yeah, or go get it blown out once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, treat yourself. Have some fun with it.
Yeah, and I'm like, where did that even come from? Is it because of, like,
Yeah, I guess I don't know the origins. Like,
Like, who said once you reach a certain age you have to have short hair? Who said that?
I don't know. Yeah, like when did that start? We should look that up. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be really interested. I mean, obviously, maybe not obviously, my gut instinct is that it must have been like something like some TV star or some like TV show person or like a movie star like cut their hair off when they were 50 and everyone like it turned into like the trendy thing
Yeah.
for women of a certain age to do. That would be my guess. But yeah, when did it get so ingrained in our culture
Yeah.
that that's
Yeah, but I do enjoy looking at old family photos and grandma's. I'm like, wow, she was really old in this. And she's like 43 years old,
Yeah,
but
for
she
real.
looks 72.
it is crazy. Yeah, because
And it's not even the short hair, it's the way they have it styled too.
well,
But
and
still,
probably
like,
their outfits,
yeah.
you know, like there just wasn't the same general fashion back
Yeah.
then. But yeah, I think the one that gets me more though is like when there's a point where people should stop coloring their hair so dark. I think that's sometimes more of a like getting like a 4N. Like you can do it to a point, but then there's a point of aging where it's like, all right, your hair's too dark.
I guess. I don't think there's any rules at all. I think you should do whatever you want to.
Yeah, maybe not a rule, but there's a time where unless you're really on it maintenance wise, that to me that doesn't bode as well as like having long hair.
My mom's going to hear this and hate you.
Yeah, but she like takes care of it.
She does.
She does. Like, and she also can rock
And
it.
it's honestly not as dark as
Yeah.
it used to be. Anyway.
No, and with her skin tone and features, it totally works.
Yeah.
But like, there's sometimes you look at people and you're like, "Ooh, your hair is too dark." But I guess again, maybe that's not even an age thing. Maybe it's just like that color's
I
not
think
appropriate
it is. Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
But you know, like I've always said, and I think this is like it's something I just totally made up. That's crazy, but that like Mother Nature gave us gray hair as highlights to make us like age more gracefully.
Mm-hmm.
Because when your hair is dark and you start getting wrinkles, it's like you're walking around with like bad lighting, you know. But when you have like some silver, some sparkle, some gray, some bright, it's like you're walking around with good lighting.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes that's what like this thing in my head.
All right. Well, that's the end of our first episode.
Oh, is it
Mm-hmm.
already?
Mm-hmm. And call the number on the screen if you would like some advice. Can't say if it's going to be good or not, but